time, you know? I'm sick of this shit. And now I'm talking about myself, basically. I'm talking about my own shit, you know? I talk about all the crap that's wrong in the world all the time and how fucked up and unfair everything is. But that's not gonna change anything. That's not gonna fix anything in my life. What was it, Sun Tzu or Machiavelli? Or, I don't remember exactly who it was that said it, but said the surest way to destruction is to focus on the way things should be instead of the way that they are, or something like that. Yeah, I guess there's some truth to that, you know. I guess a lot of people say I wasted a lot of years of my life. I did. The wrong area. From a young age, you know, I hated the way the world is. The responsibility to go out, get a job, and just feeling like it doesn't look like there's anything I could do, and I just don't know what to do, or I didn't know what to do years ago, and I don't know quite what to do now to get into a position where I can make good money. And I mean, part of it is myself, I guess, you know. I guess in some way it's a level of maturity or self-control. I tell myself that maybe the truth is, but even if that is the truth, it doesn't help me any, you know. I was gonna say that I think maybe the real truth, you know, is that most people are better at silencing their inner voice, you know, silencing their well, they're better at conforming, better at doing what they're told, better at lowering their head and saying, yes sir, right away sir, I'll do whatever you want, and just being a yes man and conforming to whatever society, to whatever authority says or whatever, and just going out there and doing what they're told. And you know, parents tell them, the school tells them, the TV tells them, the government tells them, everybody tells them, this is what you do. You know, submit, conform, obey, get a job, marry and have children. You know, this is your God. All that shit, and people are down with that, right? Like, and they're able to believe in things, you know, in the same way that a child believes in Santa Claus or Easter Bunny or something, you know, the Tooth Fairy. They're able to believe that things are really good in our country. Everything's gonna be great. The future's gonna be great, and everything's just great, you know. They're able to believe in their mind, I'm so excited to get a new job. Yay! I applied at Burger King. Now I get to clean toilets and dip fries in a vat of oil. I'm so excited. I get to wear a stupid hat and uniform. Yay! You know? But I get up really early in the morning and start at 5. Woohoo! You know? And they're good with that. They're good with the schedule, with the people barking orders at them and now in their head, oh yeah, right away. They're good at socializing with other mindless drone people or whatever. I'm sorry. Or kissing ass appropriately, or just having the damn charisma to get along well with people, you know? To partake of all the drama and be part of the clique, part of the in crowd or whatever. It's just not me, you know? I don't know how to bring myself up, you know, from where I'm at. I don't know, a few months I'll be 42 years old. And this delivery job I've been doing last few years, longest job I ever had. Just, and doesn't have a schedule or anything. I just go when I feel like it or when I push myself to go. When I don't feel like it or I don't, you know, I really don't feel like it, I can't motivate myself to go, I don't fucking do it, you know? I'm trying to get on some damn schedule, work at some job, especially if we don't pay for shit, you know? I don't know how I'm gonna keep it together and not fucking lose my mind more than I already have, you know? I feel like the world's crazy, you know? That's that old Einstein quote. Question that always drives me hazy is either or is it the world crazy? I think the world's crazy, you know? World produces tons of poisonous, mind-altering drugs, puts poison in our foods, promotes war and genocide and bloodshed and pornography and prostitution and glorifies, you know, death, murder and crime and, you know, meaningless, you know, sexual things and demonizes family. I mean, this whole place, everything about it is upside down. Wants everybody to be a goddamn slave to a fucking job where they don't make enough money to even fucking live. In a world where our current society we live in is at a precipice where artificial intelligence and robotics technology is going to put everybody out of a fucking job within probably just a few goddamn years. And nobody seems to notice, nobody seems to care, but I've got to try and pull myself up by my bootstraps, figure out what the hell I'm going to do to be a part of their fucking system, to be a part of their world, so that I don't have to go hungry, so that I don't have to try to find a place to sleep under a bridge, or I'm not going to get dragged away to a concentration camp or something. Or get, you know, shanked or shot by somebody who wants to steal whatever few bucks I have, or steal my shoes so they can buy drugs, or whatever the hell. Fuck, I don't know what to do, man. Maybe if I, if I hadn't tried to started out YouTube channels trying to wake people up or trying to talk about my feelings or whatever the fuck, and I just, I don't know, set a video camera out in the fucking rainstorm or take a bunch of videos of squirrels playing or something, I don't know. Put stupid music or voices to it, Draw a dick on my face and go, "Huh, kids, I'm Dickface. How are you doing today?" Make a bunch of videos like that and have a fucking million subscribers before noon. Go buy myself a house with a swimming pool, right? I don't know. Fuck. Maybe I should open OnlyFans. Oh, shit. I think I got at least another 50 pounds to go before my tits are big enough. Shit. I don't know, I should have found some way to fucking whore myself out to the world so I can make enough money to live on. So everybody else does, right? Way of the world. It's the thing to do, and if you don't do it, you're not a person. Real men sell their souls for slips of paper stained with ink. And they kowtow and bow their heads to people with IQs in the double digits. Yeah, right, I don't know, man. It's adulting, I don't know. Maybe I just need to get to a fucking, head shrink or whatever and find a new drug other than alcohol, right? Something to dope me up and make me more pliable, make me more, just doped up just the right amount so I can put up with people's bullshit and be a good slave. And look at the world and be like, "Hey boy, it's such a nice day. Everything is great. Vote for Turd Sandwich. Turd Sandwich is gonna make us great." No, I like John Douche. Oh yeah, John Douche is a fucking douche. Vote for Turd Sandwich. Who's gonna fucking save us? I don't know. God damn it. I don't know, a lot of ways, as far as that, political shit and all the other weird fucking sort of occulted shit that I know. I kind of feel like Cypher, like, you know, why, oh, why didn't I take the blue pill, you know? Why couldn't I have been a more obedient, servile suck up and just go do what the fuck I'm told or whatever, and, you know, be happy about it. Have just the right combination of drugs in my system to just be fucking happy, you know? Then I'd probably have, like, you know, I'd have a woman around, because she'd be somebody all doped up and happy about a fucked up world and situation, thinking everything's great too, and we'd get along together. We could agree about the next glorious leader that we want to rule over us, and talk about how happy our fucking slave labor makes us. Have a wife. Have a wife and a few kids. House with a white picket fence. Wear a fucking uniform somewhere. Work 12 hours a day. Come home and watch the sports ball at night before I pass out in my chair and get up the next day and do it all again. Like a real man. Fuck. I feel like scrubbing this right now, which I should do anyways, but rinsing it out isn't really good enough. Crap. I'm gonna put this off and slack off then. At least have to fucking soak it and make myself do it tomorrow. Have to do the fucking laundry tomorrow too, because I went in there planning to do it today, and the place is too fucking packed. There's so many fucking people here, man. I feel like they moved the whole population of the fucking earth into my little goddamn one-horse town. For fuck's sake, man, this town used to be fucking, like, decent, kind of even somewhat cool, you know? There's, like, country, there's, like, farmers, and, you know, just regular, good fucking people. Jobs that made more fucking sense, businesses that were more mom-and-pop type businesses. Had a fucking drive-in, a skating rink. Arcade games everywhere. Slurpees everywhere. Every fucking thing was affordable. Where the fuck is the damn charger cord? There it is. can everywhere. You didn't have to like have a bag in your car to put trash in so that you can take the trash home with you, because there's a trash can like 5-6 feet away from your car everywhere you parked, and fucking every like 20-30 feet or something. Or if you're walking somewhere, trash can, ashtray, trash can, ashtray. Yep. But all the fucking movies and, like, for the most part, all the movies, TV shows were better. The art was better. The music was better. You know? I got my shit together when I was a damn teenager or early 20s or something, I probably would have found my way into some, decent shit. But what the fuck am I supposed to do now? 42 fucking years old almost. 42 going on 50 at this fucking point. I used to be like 21 Jump Street or some shit when I was in my early 30s. I probably could have Hell, I didn't even realize how much older I was starting to look, until like a couple of years ago or something. I saw this guy who looked just like this dude that I used to hang out with named Brian, right? He was an older guy. And I used to buy weed from him when I was 16, and we'd smoke bowls and, like, drank with him some later on, like when I was in my 20s or whatever. And then I saw this dude that looked kind of just like him, but, couldn't be him because he looked too young. And I was like, hey, do I know you? Do we, like, go to, No, wait, that's a different story. No, I'm sorry, that's a different story. That's a different guy. But that was another thing. I thought he wasn't the guy. I thought he was like his son, but he wasn't. Anyway, so okay, other story. Some guy that looked like somebody I knew from high school. I was like, hey, do you go to high school? Yeah. And it's like yeah. It's like, dude, I swear, did we go to this, like, I said some class or whatever, yeah. And he's like, dude, I'm 25. I was just like, oh, gut punch. That comment there. Like, damn, you can tell that I'm older than 25 just by looking at me? Like, shit. Because when I was, like, anywhere from 25 to, like, late 20s or even early 30s, I was getting fucking carded for cigarettes and shit. I heard people say they thought I was thought I was like a fucking 17 or something and shit, Well, I know losing my mom and the whole situation around that, that time fucking aged me fast. Like, I had bright red beard and mustache and everything, and really nice hair and, skin radiance, and I was, looking pretty good and everything, And then all that shit with my mom happened, and But I'm saying, like, even at the time the dude like said that, I think I had lost weight actually at that point. I wasn't even. I mean, right now I'm like fucking. I don't know. Probably buck naked 220 or some shit. It'd weigh me in like shoes and clothes on and stuff. It'd probably have me damn near, I don't know, 235, 240 or some shit. God dang. It's not like I haven't been this heavy before, it's just been a while. I mean, I think I was down to like 185 or 190 something around the time my mom died, you know, or a while after my mom died for like a year or something, probably. Of course, I was eating out of a microwave and fast food and stuff. And I was doing a lot of stuff. Well, dude, I'm doing a lot of stuff when I'm out making deliveries. I'm carrying so much heavy shit that I'm like ripping my catering bags constantly and having to sew them back together. Going up and down flights of stairs, walking all over the fucking place. Just fucking walking in and out of Walmart. That Walmart could... You could... Dude, you could park fucking 747s in there, man. You could park like a row of, you know, I don't know, 12 or 15 Hindenburgs in that motherfucking store. You could empty it out, turn it into a factory for manufacturing, you know, large dirigibles, you know, large airships or something, you know. And I wish they would, because they really need to bring those back. Those were cool. They just don't want us to see what's beyond the ice wall, you know. I don't know, man. I think maybe, like, at some point in history, just, like, the royal families, the elites, or whatever the hell, the super wealthy in the world, who had, you know, were rich enough to own airships or have family or direct people in their fucking kingdom or whatever that owned airships and stuff like that. I think they just, like, flew that shit over the ice wall or whatever and moved over to, like, fucking Agartha or whatever, you know, or one of those, you know, secret hidden continents beyond Antarctica or something, right? And they're just like, fuck all those other people. They can live in the mud and the muck that's left over, and we'll keep them enslaved and rule over them from over here. Yeah. Something like that, I don't know. Yeah, right? Is that fucking a possibility? Maybe that's what happened, right? Maybe this whole talk about Tartaria being this great, wonderful kingdom of, you know, great people that all got along together, and then there's some war and evil forces took over. Like, maybe that didn't even happen. Maybe they just fucked up, caused some disaster, and then then the rich, powerful people just fucking took off and left everybody else to just fend for themselves. And then they're just like, screw all those people, they're not royal blood, fuck them, we shall rule over them from over here. Whatever they produce, we shall take it from them. You know? Maybe that's what the fucking truth is, man. I don't know. Let's destroy all of our creations so they'll know about us. We wouldn't want any of them peasants seeking us out. We don't want them to know of our existence. I don't know. Fuck. Theories. I need to be able to say, and I want to be able to say, and I want to be able to feel truly. I just really want to get a job. I just really, really want it so bad. And I'm so fucking excited about it. Woohoo! Right? I just really, really want someone to rule over my life and be a slave forever. Woohoo! Just be able to say it with a straight face, believe it, you know, so I can have a happy fucking life, right? Whatever little fucking time I have left in this goddamn shithole. If I'm a good prisoner that doesn't know he's in a prison, I could get me a prison wench. And she will love me because I am a good slave like her. I don't know. I don't know, man. I can tell you one thing, one of the reasons why we're all miserable, or why so many of us are so miserable, we're definitely not all miserable. Lots of people are perfectly happy. And those perfectly happy people don't want anything to do with us miserable bastards, because that would be a drag. We might bring them down. They don't care to build us up at all. They're up there with their head in the fucking clouds and wiping their ass with gold leaf, driving their fucking Bentleys and shit. Chilling by the pool. While we're struggling to pay rent for tiny shitholes, or at the ultimate lowest level, you know, trying to gather cans to scrounge together enough money to get drunk or get a little crack rock or something, you know. Yeah. Because that's how miserable the inequality of the world makes us, you know. It fucking makes so many people. I ain't trying to make shit more worse for myself than it already is, you know. I tell you that, but fuck. I have a feeling like I don't know quite how to make things better here, you know. ups and downs, and the downs are getting lower and the ups are getting lower too, like not so up, you know? It's like I've had times in my life where I felt like Volare, ooh, no wonder my happy heart sings, your love has given me wings, you know? Ooh. Hey, blue, lipento de blue, volare, volare, right? I've had, I've been far above the clouds and come crashing down like a fucking meteor to the earth. Fucking down in flames, rose back up again to the highest peaks of a fucking, tall, like a roller coaster or something, and then you get up there and like, whoa, it's really high, and it just goes straight down to hell. I feel like I'm still in hell, not really coming back up above the surface just yet, Been a long time in hell, feels like, basically. It's a long, hard road out of hell, right? Or whatever. Shit. Why, oh why did I take the blue pill? And there have been opportunities, chances, or whatever, I feel like, on some level, for me to financially rise up, or to rise up in my quality of experience in some way, or the illusion of it. But I mean, to put it in terms that everybody can understand, that's essentially devil's bargain type of thing, It's like evil spirits trying to seduce me into fucking selling my soul and fucking becoming a, slave to their fucking wills, for some little pittance of decency or something in this world. And I'm just too fucking stubborn for that, Yeah, I don't know. For one thing, I think I'm probably like, I don't know, on the spectrum or something. Multi-diagnosis it would be, or whatever. Shit, I'm supposed to go to some doctor tomorrow. I can remember which fucking doctor or what for. I had to look at my, I put some crap on the calendar. I had to look it up and see what the fuck it is. I think I should see a damn shrink. Decide what level of honesty I fucking... I don't know about that. I think I could use a checkup and maybe, have them scan my torso to make sure I don't have, like, organ failure or cancer or something like, any kind of shit like that, and Also, check out my spine because apparently, God, what was I, like 5'11" or something when they measured me at the doctor's office when I went in there? Well, a number of years back when they measured me, I was 6'4". So, is that like 5, 6, 7 years ago or whatever? Right? So, yeah. Shrinking. God, I need to just fucking start looking after my health more, but damn. It's hard to do when you don't have the fucking financial resources, the space, the time, you know? Not to mention I don't know. I need to work on my motivation too, I mean, I think my freaking hormone levels aren't quite right, necessarily. I don't know, like, I quit drinking for a while, start taking a little better care of myself, I can tell, like, my testosterone's up. Uh, well, you see, that's the thing, right? When my testosterone level is more up and I'm feeling more masculine, then I'm just fucking pissed off all the time. And I want to rip people's fucking head off and shit down their neck. I want to get out of the fucking car and fucking breaks all the fucking windows I see and smash people in the fucking head that piss me off. Because it's bullshit. I just one little thing I have to deal with after another. Just bullshit after bullshit after bullshit, insult after insult after bullshit after insult after bullshit after insult. And I just want to fucking rage out, And I fucking hold back and I hold back and I hold back and God, son of a... I'm just like, God damn it. And I just fucking drink. I drink and drink and I get shit-faced. And I wake up all hungover the next day. And I whack off like 10 or 20 fucking times that day. Yeah. I drain my fucking balls or whatever. And then I go back to drinking and stay on a bender for a few days and whack off some more. And then I'm just like, and I have to recover. And I start to take care of myself a little bit. Start to get back to being halfway healthy. And then I go back out. And if things aren't working out good, I'm just getting so goddamn frustrated, pissed off. I'm just like, fuck this, man. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I wasting my time with this bullshit? Cocksuckers don't want to fucking pay me. I'm here to fucking work, and I can't get any fucking work. I can't make any money. I'm gonna break this motherfucking window. I'm gonna break that window. I'm gonna break that fucking door down. This motherfucker looks at me wrong. I'm gonna punch him in the face, That's how I feel, alright? That's the truth of the matter. But I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna go back to my apartment by way of more beer, or whatever, right? Maybe a liquor store, huh? Maybe I should whack off more. God damn it. Just fucking true story, The true Hollywood story, right? Fucking wish. I mean, I don't know. I guess you gotta sell your soul and pimp your ass out on the fucking casting couch and put on a fucking dress for a movie or two or something. God damn it. Well, look, at this point, I'll wear a goddamn dress in a movie. I'll dress in drag. I'll be like, hey, yeah, sure, why not? For the millions of dollars, fuck it. But ain't no bending over. Nah, none of that bending over shit. Maybe I'll bang like some old actresses or something. I could bang some old actresses. You know. Some gilfs or something, you know. Like a Goldie Hawn, you know. Or maybe that chick from, right, from Cheers, you know. Yeah. I don't think that would make Kurt very happy, though, I guess, huh? Well, I don't want to be insulting them, but they're freaking old now, you know? They don't quite look like they used to. They didn't have the same plastic surgeons and whatever the hell that these other women, these nowadays, I don't know. They got like fucking hacks basically to work on them and stuff, you know? Did some real damage to them. Maybe if they just hadn't got any work done at all, you know, then at this point they could probably still look pretty cute, you know. I don't know. I haven't even seen what they look like recently, so I don't know. Maybe they ain't bad, you know. I think the ones that got the like surgery, a bunch of surgeries and shit done back in like the fucking 70s and 80s, 90s and shit like that, when the fucking doctors didn't know what the hell they were doing, they were a bunch of hacks and shit. They got butchered, you know. And like the new ones are good, but they ain't that good to fix the butchery that the fucking old ones did, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Or maybe the ones now are just fucking drowning in adrenochrome and bathing in fucking children's blood or something. I don't know what the fuck. I mean, that's pretty fucked up, but that could be true. Well, fuck them. Not literally. No, that's pretty dark shit. I'd take a real hot chick that got a botched surgery over a fake hot chick who got her hotness by selling her soul. Yeah, any day. You know, don't call it battle scars, you know. It's like a badge of honor, right? For not selling out as much, you know. Having some fucking human decency. hell am I doing drinking these beers? That's a real fucking brilliant idea. I went out and tried to make deliveries today, but it was total shit. I made like $12 or something. One fucking delivery, 12 items. No, that's not true. Okay, the order was $11.70, but they actually left me a $5 cash tip at the door, which is cool. I saw the $5 on the ground, and I'm actually the kind of guy that I was gonna knock on the door and say, "Hey, did you drop that?" Or is that for me? But there's a friggin' note on the door that says tip. So I'm like, oh, cool. Yeah, it's hard for guys like me to get ahead, you know? Fucking Dudley Do-Right motherfucker. You know, that's what the devil's bargain does, though, right? It takes away your conscience, your soul, and just feeds all the darker parts of you. That's where your success comes in. It's that, plus the fact that now all these other fuckers that are around, which is a lot of them, that sold out and sold you, so now they're buddies. They're buddy-buddy. And the chicks that sold out, well, maybe if you're a good boy, they feed them to you. They come up to you, you know, the succubi demon bitches and these other witches in there, they're gonna fuck you and you whatever, right? People might help you out, you know, and you got no conscience or no morals, so you need some money. Why don't you just go hit this old fucking bitch over the head with a rock and steal her purse? Bam! Money. Who gives a fuck, right? Because you ain't got soul. You ain't got a conscience. You don't give a shit. Oh no, this kid saw me. So I bashed his head in with the Louisville Slugger. Bashed his head in, yeah. No witnesses. You know. That's why when the demons are whispering in your head like, I know there's a big stash of money and drugs. It's right down the street. Go 3 blocks to the left. Jump in the window on the left side of the house to get a red car out front. Yes, demons, whatever you say. You know, that's how that shit works, man. I didn't sell my soul at some point, but I did have fucking demons in me at one point, so I do know. They just didn't own me. The whole fucking spirit guides and they're my friends and they're helping, you know. No. Yeah. The whole false light thing, like I was sort of suckered into that somewhat when I was younger. Till I realized what the fuck it really was. And then for a little while, it's like I knew there were demons there, but I thought that I was like I had them trapped, and they were my slaves, and their power was mine, you know, and whatever, right? They make me stronger. They help me, or you know. For a little while, I thought that, and then I kind of got more revelations that's all fucking wrong and fucked up, you know. Did the best I could to cast what I could out, you know. Still got this shit in me that makes me want to fucking drink and feeds me anger and I guess malaise or, depression. Eh. They call it the flyer's mind or whatever, Archons. The flyer's mind. Hit with that. And then I managed to get my consciousness out of that fucking state for a while, And the world throws, or the Matrix or whatever, throws everything at me. Like everything. The longer I manage to stay in like a meditative, like high conscience, high vibrational state or whatever, the crazier shit gets. And I mean like crazy as fuck. Like the whole fucking world comes down on my fucking head, basically, But just enough to freak me out, and then freak out a whole bunch, and then for a second maybe they give me a little bit of hope or something. Just a tiny bit of hope. So I calm the fuck down enough to not be in such a state where I'm gonna like croak or something, right? And then just build up the bullshit and build up the bullshit for the next fucking wave of attacks, What am I supposed to do in this fucking place, This fucked up fucking archontic matrix of whatever the fuck it is, right? I think basically that's it, It's a archontic demiurgic fucking false matrix reality. Hell realm bullshit. And I'm supposed to be fucking Yoda and not care whether I can afford to eat or have a roof over my head or have, or whether there's people trying to physically attack me or whether there's a bunch of, loud fucking freaky goddamn noises around me or whether, on and on, all the crap that comes at you, I mean, because this fucking Matrix, man, like, you fucking get all zen on this fucking bitch, man, they will fucking surround your ass with tanks and, like, fucking armed fucking Apache helicopters with, like, fucking guns and missiles will fly over your head, Fucking UFOs will fucking, beam your dog up into their fucking craft and flip you out, like, I mean, that's, like, basically, right? Like, everyone will fuck with you, like Truman Show, except everyone but Truman is a fucking demon! Except for, like, a few other Trumans out there, kind of maybe, not sure, they're out there on the internet, dark corners of the internet, no viewers, But then there's the fake ones that are like, hey, buddy, let's hang out. You should come to my dungeon. I mean, oh, I didn't mean that. Party. It's a happy, fun party. I don't know, man. I need a fuckload more money. Mm-hmm. Really could use like a really big winning lottery ticket right about now. Mm-hmm. At least win that big box of silver fucking thing that I keep signing up for the years. Of course, I'd have to fucking pay taxes on it. That'd buy me a little time anyways. I'd have to fucking sell it though. And then I'd have to... Yeah. I'd have to pay fucking taxes on it. So... You only really get like... Well, it looks like you're only losing a third, but really... The taxes in the United States, in reality, they say it's like, oh, about a third, but really, it's more like, nah, I haven't really figured it, but I would estimate it to be about 97 fucking percent tax or something here, in reality, because everything you buy is taxed, and, you know, like, well, how do I describe how taxes in America work, okay? Like, so the farmer, let's say you want to buy a tomato. Just so you're buying just a fucking tomato. The farmer is being taxed for his land. He's getting taxed for having a farm that produces revenue for his revenue for the money he's making for selling the tomatoes is getting taxed. The tomatoes are getting taxed. If he has employees to plant and harvest tomatoes and plow the fields, they're getting taxed. If he bought a tractor to fucking plow up the fields, he got taxed when he bought the tractor, and the manufacturer of the tractor got taxed, and the fucking, you know, dirt tax, fucking interstate commerce tax, and it just stacks up. It's a stacks up of a tax up. It's a stacks up of a stacks up. It stacks up as a tax. Tax. You see how that works? So fucking 5-cent tomato becomes a $5 tomato. Pretty much by the time it gets to our fucking plate. I mean, and as far as tomatoes go, that's an exaggeration, but for how long, you know? I can't say that's a exaggeration for acorn squash though, because it's not. I tried to buy some acorn squash today. They're out front of a grocery outlet next to these little tiny, like, I don't know, baby pumpkin decoration things or whatever in the same bin. And it said 2 for 97 cents. So I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm going to grab 4 of these bitches. I grabbed the 4 biggest ones, put them in my cart. Yeah. I get to checkout. I try to, hand him one of them for starters. He fucking scans and he's like, this one's like $5. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, they're 2 for 97 cents. That's great. He's like, no, it's my way. And the fucking employees of the store like freaking out that it's like, yeah, there's a sign there, 2 for 97 cents. I'm like, yeah, it's about $5. You want it? Like, no, thank you. Dude, I swear to God, grocery outlet, bargain market, will sell you a bottle of ketchup for $5. Like, what the fuck? 5. I used to get 10 bottles of ketchup for $5. What the fuck? Seriously. And I swear to God, like, the prices on a lot of shit there have, like, doubled just in the last, like, 3 or 4 months. Hamburgers, condiments, like, all kinds of shit, dude. Ridiculous. Everything is like 5-10 times what it used to cost or more. I swear to God, I'm not that old. Keep telling yourself that, right? No, but I'm just saying, like, I used to, I swear to God, dude, I used to buy a big package of steaks where there were like 10 steaks, like good sized chunks of fucking round steak. And it was like $8.99 or $9.99 or some shit. You know, it was like less than $10 for like 10 steaks. So each steak was like $1 or less than $1. Less than $1. And now I walk past the goddamn steaks and like the round steak, the cheapest steak, if you can, where you can find them, you know, it's like $10 for one. That's just one example, right? And they're not as big as or as good as the ones that used to be 10 for like 10, you know, less than 10. 10 or 12 for less than 10, you know? Pork chops are still half-assed. Yeah, okay. Quality has gone down. Price has gone up with like everything. Ugh. I got a good deal on this fucking awesome tasty popcorn, which is, you know, just another reminder. Things like that are just another reminder of I wish my mom was alive so that I could have bought her like a bunch of these bags of this fucking popcorn. She loved like all kinds of like varieties of popcorn and stuff, you know. She loved jelly beans. Yeah. I don't. Jelly beans are okay. I don't really care for them much. But get her an enormous fucking jar of jelly beans and a fuckload of that pop. Oh, and I got you know, cotton candy too. She liked cotton candy. I haven't even eaten any of the cotton candy that I bought for years. You know, hardly at all. But I saw a deal on cotton candy, so I bought some. Mostly because I thought of her. But if she was actually still around, I would have bought a lot more, you know? And like 75 cents a bag. Because it was Halloween. It was like a Halloween sort of popcorn, you know? It didn't have any food coloring. Yeah. So it's supposed to look like spider webs when you pull it apart, see? Sure, it was good though. Haven't tried it yet. God dang it, I just don't like this kind of living. Right? I don't know what the hell to do. I gotta work myself up and into getting some kind of fucking job that pays decent. I mean, the fucked up thing is, like, the more I asked around, and it sounds like damn near everyone who's working is getting screwed. I saw some videos where it was like a fucking commercial airline pilot chick that is like sharing it's a hostel, not really so much an apartment. It's like an apartment, but it's sectioned off into like a bunch of tiny little bunks or whatever, and like 20 people are living there, and she's paying a couple $1,000s a month for that shit. Like, what the fuck? And they tried to spin it like an ad, like it was a good thing or some shit. Like, you will own nothing and you will be happy. Yay! Fucking airline pilot. Jesus. Hey, there's a good one. Hey, Saturday Night Live or Mad TV doesn't exist anymore. Neither do any of the other fucking great goddamn comedy things. I don't even think Saturday Night Live exists anymore as far as I'm concerned. I don't think it's existed in years. Sorry. Uh, yeah. I was just gonna say, that'd be a good skit, like making fun of how fucked up the world is now, right? You just make like an advertisement that tries to church it up and like make it look like it's great. Like, try our amenities, right? Here it. Well, like an advertise. There's a bunch of different versions of this you could do, right? You could do just like the extreme level would be like just people just in tattered rags living in like cardboard refrigerator boxes, right? With like the cheapest, shittiest like blankets with holes in them and stuff, right? And there's like a bucket of some kind of nasty slop like soup made out of horse meat or dog food or something, right? But you have somebody like in a suit just like advertising it, trying to make here at our facility you will enjoy all of our amenities, like just like trying to advertise it like it's a good thing, try and spin it like it's really nice and good or something, yeah. Or you could do the same thing with like the concentration camps that they're trying to put the homeless people labor camps in, Are you poor? Need a place to stay? Have no fear. We'll be there to get you any minute now. Yeah. Here at Uncle Sam Services, we're coming to the rescue by offering you shelter and and then you just show like a bunch of fucking beat up tents and people in fucking rags working in like slave labor camps like the fucking Dachau or something. There you go. Bunch of like skeletal figures like carrying bricks and digging ditches and shit. Please! Please, sir! And just getting bashed with the butt of a rifle or something, like maybe have somebody with a whip. Nah, I don't think that would just a whip would be not period appropriate necessarily. Maybe maybe like a stun baton or something. Yeah, that's kind of the fucking world we're living in, ain't it, huh? You know what? God damn it. Huh. No, there's still homeless here. Not as many. Not nearly as many as I've seen before, though. And I mean, for years and years, so like they've managed to live through numerous harsh winters and all kinds of shit that didn't even make sense in the first place. Harsh winter storms, there's like, 5 or 6 inches of ice on the road and shit for a week straight, you know. But they're just fine out there on the fucking street with no shelter. I mean, and some of these people, I swear to God, they're basically like, some of them are kind of like on the level of like an animal. Like they don't have a tent. They don't necessarily, I don't even know if they have a tarp. They're like just straight up hiding under a bush and laying on the fucking dirt. Maybe they got a piece of cardboard or something, you know. And they're good to go, right? That's some of them don't even have a fucking coat, like. I don't know, if I see one that doesn't have a coat when they need a coat, I'll try and hook them up with a coat. If I can go get a coat and find them, you know, when I get back with one. I guess I shouldn't be too choosy about which coat I give them, and then it wouldn't take so long. Yeah. Almost. Yeah. Yeah, I would rather go through the coats that are in my storage than the coats that are here if I'm giving somebody a coat. But yeah, whatever, you know. Emergency situation, I guess. I don't know why, I don't know if I'm even gonna get, you know, SNAP benefits, you know, food stamps this month. I've been getting food stamps. I've also been working, you know, making a bunch of deliveries, but back when I was making way more money than I'm making now making deliveries, I was interviewed by them and I told them, I completely ran through all my records and told them the truth completely straight up, and they gave me like the same amount of food stamps because I wasn't making that much money, even when I was making way more than what I'm making now. Yeah. I was still totally eligible for the fucking food stamps. Even though I was 100% forthright and honest with them. I was afraid if I was honest with them, I would lose them, but I'm like, I'm gonna be honest, because I'm fucking Dudley Do-Right here, you know? And it was killing me out to be honest, so I went and was honest, and it didn't affect the food stamps at all. It wasn't when I was at my best earnings, but it was a hell of a lot better than I'm doing now. Yeah. That was back when I was still like door dashing mostly. And still doing pretty good. Like before DoorDash turned to complete dog shit. You know, I think what happened is every DoorDasher on the face of the earth, every Spark driver on the face of the earth, every other fucking delivery driver on the face of the earth, and basically every person on the face of the earth decided we should move in to fucking Lebanon and just knock down everything cool about the town and replace it with a bunch of shitty, ridiculously overpriced high-rise apartments that no one can afford to live in except for us, because we are NPCs and we live for free, and we will drive around your town, take up all your spaces, and make all of your lives more difficult. Woo-hoo. We have come to take your shit. Nah, dude, I'm telling you, man, this place used to be There didn't even used to be a jail here. The fucking entire police department was like 3 cops, and that was the police department. And then there was the sheriff department that had, I guess, 2 or 3 or whatever. And they handled shit like out in the country or whatever. And that was it. And that's all they needed. And there was like way less crime and everything was way better and it was just fucking chill. Or, you know, seeing a homeless person around was like rare. Occasionally, I think I was a fucking outside of California because we did visit California to go see, you know, Universal Studios and Disneyland and stuff and SeaWorld. So I saw homeless people there. That was the first time I saw homeless people. The first time I saw homeless people in this town, I was like, I don't know, 16, 17, maybe. Probably 16 or 17. And you'd see them every now and then, really rarely. People just passing through or something. Every now and then there'd be somebody like, you know, will work for food or something. It was rare. Rare as fuck, you know. Hey, this lava lamp looks like a dude with sunglasses and, the mouth. Now the mouth part is falling down. And then the fucking part on the bottom looks like a foot. Well. And then there's like a piece that looks like an eye. Now it looks like an eye with a mustache like a dog or something. Now what was the foot is coming back up. It looked like a pug. Okay, what's it doing now? Shit. What's it doing now? It's like... Huh. A walrus with a pointed hat. And its arm is on the side. First I thought it was a duck. It was for a second there. And I think it turned into a walrus. Or something. Maybe a seal. I'm seeing shit in the fucking lava lamp. Make more beer appear magically. Damn you. Trying to lure some beer here. Come here, little bears. I won't hurt you. Well, they're gone. What in the fuck? Well, I had like 5 12-ounce beers I drank over the course of What? Fucking damn near 6 hours at this point? Yeah, I made him last. I prevent myself from hoofing it for more. Too fucking late now. Ugh. Now they're like 8%, you know, so. 3.5, 24 ounces. Like, no. No. 2.5. Tired too, yeah. I don't know, man. I'm thinking if it's like a psychiatrist or something tomorrow, I might just skip it. I don't know. They're too much of a pain in the ass unless you keep, oh, come back, come back, come back. Keep coming back every 2 seconds. So I can delve into your life and make a bunch of notes and send them to the army and the government. Tell me what you think about the government. Dear government, this guy thinks bad things about you. Yeah, they're basically spies for the government, you know, to be quite honest. Look, it's a ghost. I swear to God, I start looking at this fucking thing and it's like oh, now it's a pirate ghost. One eye. It's a light tower. Dot underneath. Huh? Alright, I got a lava lamp at the thrift store today for $4. I have another one in storage, technically two, except one of the other ones is some kind of glittery shit in it instead of the lava, instead of the wax, you know. It was my mom's. I would always change the bulbs out on it and make sure it was always lit up in the living room, top of the TV stand. Fuck, I wish I could go back there. Yeah, I had that realization one time when I was sitting in my room over there, thinking, God damn, I wish I could just get out of here and get my own fucking place. Get my fucking life together, have some money, you know. Think about how much I fucking hated it there. And then I'd get this clear realization one day you're gonna wish like hell that you were right back here. And I was right. I do. I wish I could just wake up from this nightmare. Wake up from this nightmare and be back in I don't know, 2012 or early 2013 would be nice. Knowing what I know now, be a good time to start making money. What in the... I swear to God, this lava lamp is fucking with me. Now it's like maybe a dog with sunglasses or something. I should be trying to video this thing, but I can't really do that. I stop this. Oh, shit. Try and switch over to video recording. I don't think I can do that with this thing. The Matrix is playing with me here. What do you think that is? It's something, can't tell what, with smaller sunglasses and a giant mustache and like a big bib or something. And a hat. Alright. Okay, I should stop the engine.